A good presentation doesn't need fancy graphics or flashy animations. It needs to be able to convey your message in a clear and effective manner. So today I'm going to walk us through a step-by-step guide on how to build a PowerPoint template that you can use in any presentation. Before even getting started on our presentation template, we need to decide what our color palette will look like. A cohesive color palette goes a long way to make your presentation deck look like it belongs together. For this template, I've chosen 4 colors from Color Hunt that complement and contrast each other nicely. Now that we have a color scheme, let's design this cover page. Cover pages are the first thing your audience sees, so keep it simple and use lots of white space. This helps draw the eyes to your presentation title. Let's build it. So to get started on our cover page, we're going to grab both the text boxes and push them off to the left-hand side while we work on the graphic on the right. So the first thing we're going to do is put in the shape for our picture. You can come up to the top, press Insert, Shape, and we will select the parallelogram. Just draw this, and to slant the shape, you pull this yellow dot until you're happy with the slant and adjust the width as you like it. We're going to take away the outline of this, and what I like to do is frame my pictures with more shapes. So I'm going to Insert, Shape, and I'm going to pick the isosceles triangle. If you hold Shift and drag, you will create a perfectly symmetrical triangle. We're going to rotate that, take away the outline, and just make this a little bit bigger. Again, you can hold Shift to maintain the shape, and then we're just going to move it so that it's creating just a small gap between the picture shape and the triangle. If your gap is not symmetrical, you can grab this yellow dot again and just adjust it until you think it's symmetrical. And now what we want to do is actually fill up any white space that's near the picture, so our graphic area, but we want to leave a lot of white space around the text area so that the eyes are drawn there. So I'm going to go ahead and just quickly finish this up. So now you see the general layout of the cover page is done. So what we're going to do is actually put in our color palette. So this is a really great way to see the colors complement each other. So the last thing we need to do for the graphic is to add the picture into the shape. To do this, we're going to select the shape that we want, right click it, go to Format Shape, and then under Fill, we're going to select Picture or Texture. And we can insert the picture from our file, or if you've got it on your clipboard, you can just paste it on your clipboard. So we're going to paste it from our clipboard. And you'll see that sometimes when you put a picture into a shape, it distorts. All you need to do is go up to the top where it says Picture Format, under Crop, select Fill, and this will put it back to the correct ratio. It also gives you a chance to just grab the picture and move it to where you want it to show up. And the last thing we need to do is adjust the title of our slide. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Let's reduce the size of this text. Change the font. I'm going to align it left just to make it a little bit more modern. And for this demonstration, we do need the subtitle box. And there you go. We have a cover page all done. Next, let's build out our main content slides. We'll go through 3 types of slide templates that most presentations will use. Let's start with our text-only slides. These are a great template to use when what you have to convey is purely text, but also when you need a large area to work with for your content. To get started with the text-only slide template, we're first going to insert a colored banner. To do that, we'll go to Insert, go to Shape, go to Rectangle, I'm going to draw a rectangle over the title of this layout. We're going to take out the shape outline. We're going to send this back, so right click and send it back so it's behind this text box. And then I want to change the color to match my color scheme. So I'm going to go to Shape Fill after selecting it and changing the color. Now I'm going to put in the title of the slide. And change the color to white so that it's readable. And you can do this from the home and go to color, change this to white. I'm going to change the font to match my cover page as well. Okay, and that's basically it. Then we need to adjust the box here so that we can start building out our content, and we create a breathing room. And now you just add your text in. So I've got text that I have saved. And that's all you really need to know in order to do a text-only slide template. The next main content slide template that we'll look at is for an image and text slide. These are really great when you only have a few short bullet points or you want to leave a really memorable impact on your audience. So let's build it. So to build the image and text slide template, what I'm actually going to do is duplicate the text only slide template. That's because it has everything that I need in order to build the next slide. So I'm going to right click this template and press duplicate slide. Then I'm going to grab the colored box and actually pull it down, pull the corner down and bring it about 3/4 of the way or just past the halfway point. Then I'm going to grab my text boxes and push them to the right hand side. You just need to adjust it so that it's sitting in the middle and it's not pushing up right against the edge there. So you've got breathing room all around. Next, we'll just change the title of the slide. It's already pre-formatted for us because we copied the old one. Old template. And now I'm going to add in text that I've got copied to my clipboard. And the text that I had was in white, was colored white. So you can go ahead and change that if yours isn't. To differentiate the slide title from the text, I've actually got this section title that I'm going to color using one of the colors in our color scheme. So this white section here is where we're going to put our picture. Now you may have one that's in-house, or if you don't, you can go and check out unsplash.com, and that's a great repository for some really nice pictures. So I've got one already, so I'm just going to paste my picture right here. So I'm going to Control V and the picture should come in. So then all you have to do is push it off to the side. Sometimes it doesn't fit, so what we have to do is just adjust our colored box. So you can pull it so that there's actually a boundary, so it creates a boundary between the picture and your text, but I'm going to pull it all the way over. If you do need to edit the size of your picture, all you have to do is select your picture, go to picture format, go to crop, and do what you need to do there. And that's all you need to know to create this slide. The great thing about the image text slide template that we just went through is that just by changing the color and the orientation of the components on the slide, you can get a multitude of templates to use. So the one we made was with the image on the left and the text on the right, but we could easily swap that so that the image is now on the right and the text is on the left. I could even change the background to white and actually just color the text, or I can enlarge the image so that the text takes up less space. Depending on your needs, you have so many variations to play with now. Next, we're going to create this icons and text slide template. These slides are great for visually conveying specific points. So let's build it. So to get started on the icon and text slide template, what I'm going to do is duplicate the text only slide template. So we're going to right click on this template, duplicate it, move it just below our previous one, and now we can get started. So I'm just going to change the title of this slide. For this template, we don't need the text box, so I'm actually going to delete all this information. What we do need is to get icons, and you can do that by going to Insert Icons, look up the icon that you want. Just enlarge it a little bit as you work with it and bring it somewhere to the center here. I want to change this to match the color of our color scheme. I like to frame my icons in a shape, so I'm going to insert and select shape and do a circle. If you hold shift, you will draw a perfectly symmetrical circle. So we just adjust that to the center. For this, I don't want any fill, but I do want an outline that matches the icon color, and I want to change the weight of that outline up to 6 points. Now I want to add a title for our icon, so I'm just going to grab that under Insert and Text Box. Because we didn't have a text box, we have to add one in. I'm going to select all the text and just format it quickly and change the color to match our color scheme as well. Now I need one more text box, so I'm going to grab that so that I have a description for our icon. Okay, and I'm going to quickly format this one as well. Okay, and this is how you build one set of icons. I'm going to create 2 more so that you can see what the final product will look like. And there you go. And this is how you can create an icons text slide template. The last slide that we often include in our presentations is the end slide, but I have great news for you. You don't have to build a whole new slide. What we're going to do is repurpose our cover slide and just change the text to say thank you or questions with a question mark. This brings your audience back full circle, and it actually saves you time and keeps you sane when you have to push out lots of PowerPoints in your week. Now you know how to make a quick and simple PowerPoint presentation template. If you want to know what to fill these templates with, check out my other video where I talk about the 5 tips to make a good presentation. Like, comment, and subscribe for more content.